Hello, streaming to you live. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Tuesday, March 24th, 2026. And I want to talk about biophotons today. It's an interesting subject. And I have for you some information that is shared on LinkedIn that I want to kind of comment on. And I'm going to do it in this manner. So, without further ado, let's have a look. So, someone that I follow on LinkedIn writes, endogenous stem cells, the body's internal renewal system. Within every human body exists an extraordinary built-in renewal system. These are endogenous stem cells, cells capable of supporting the maintenance and renewal of tissues throughout life. They help maintain skin vitality, muscle function, immune resilience, and overall tissue integrity. In many ways, they are part of the biological foundation that helps the body stay youthful and adaptable. However, the activity of these cells tends to decline with age. This decline is one of the reasons why recovery slows, skin changes appear, and energy levels may decrease over time. Scientists and wellness innovators are increasingly interested in ways to support the body's natural stem cell environment. Biophoton generating devices are among the most recent developments in this field. Living systems naturally emit biophotons, and I'll comment on that, ultra-weak light signals associated with metabolic and cellular processes. Some researchers believe these photons fields may play a role in biological communication and coordination. Biophoton generating devices are designed to create a strong, stable photon environment, enabling the body to interact with enhanced natural light signals. Further, while research in this area is still developing, the concept is simple. Support the body's internal environment so that its own renewal processes can function more effectively. True youthfulness may not come from external treatments alone. It may begin by supporting the body's natural ability to renew itself from within. And James Liu is correct. And I've been saying this since day one. Healing the body starts from within. Always has and always will. It's no different than a mother carrying a child in the womb. Starts from within. Same goes for all other animals that carry, and baby animals in the womb. It's the same principle. So how a lot of people say, oh, if you got dry skin, you put beef tallow on, or you put, certain kinds of oils and this and that, but they don't change what they put in here. Always putting something topically. For me, that it's always been a red flag. Like, it's one thing to say, okay, you cut yourself. You cut yourself. And, you're going to put a Band-Aid. That's one area where you would put something topical. Some people will make a suggestion where you take cayenne pepper and you sprinkle it on the wound where you cut yourself, and that will help with coagulation of blood cells and the healing process. But if the blood quality is mediocre inside, then it's going to take longer for it to do its job. No different than doing the job of other functions inside the body. And this is one of the reasons why I'm such a strong advocate, and I talk about the importance of consuming the cleanest and most absorbable water. Because it's one of the pieces that is foundational for biophotons to emit the light. And when you reflect that light back into the skin, into the body, to activate that process of photobiomodulation, what do you think happens with those stem cells? They say, like, James mentions that this is relatively new stuff. Biophotons. Is it really? I don't know. I asked the question because David over at LifeWave has been doing this stuff now for 20 years. Is it that new? I don't think it's new. Not when it's been talked about for 20 years. Because light, aka the light field that your body emits, some people call it the auric field. Some people call it infrared light. Biophotons. Now, what James is talking about. I call it bioenergy, life energy. Is it all one and the same? In a roundabout way, yes. So the importance is behind keeping things simple, I think, is of value. And this is why I like to focus on the simple things, because everything's here already. Now we just are relabeling things when maybe we don't really need to, or to give it a specific definition, which is okay. But I still like to keep things simple, and that way you, as the listener, can understand and kind of connect the things that I'm trying to explain, and make it understandable, so that way you can do something about whatever circumstance you're in, if that's something you want to fix. Now, when it comes to activating vitamin D inside the body, it's well known that it's tied to stem cell activation and support. And when I look outside the window today, the sun is being blocked by all the clouds in the sky. So, there's no opportunity to get any direct sunlight to activate that process of photobiomodulation inside the body. But if you neglect to make sure that you're consuming the proper amino acids that take advantage, or that are used in that process of photobiomodulation, then you are missing the pieces of the puzzle to make the picture and the strength inside the body. So you can't have so many things without the other. You know, it's no different than driving a vehicle, a gas powered vehicle. You need to have gasoline, you need to have electricity, you need to have lubrication, hydraulics, in order for the vehicle to function. So that's four things. What about the human body? What does it need in order for it to function? Well, you need fuel. Fuel, in my eyes, is one piece is this, the water, not just the copper, the water. Electrically charged water that is highly absorbable, that powers ATP inside the body. ATP is part of mitochondria function and biophoton function. So it's one piece. Okay. Then you need to have minerals. Minerals you get from a variety of different sources. You get them from foods. You can get them from good salt that has the minerals in it. And when you combine the minerals and the water together, then it becomes, a plasma type liquid, where the body will take the minerals and the water to make plasma. And when you have those things, then it turns into a functioning digestive system. And then when you consume different types of proteins, you're going to get the amino acids. And when you have the amino acids, then they start forming peptides inside the body. And when you have the light, if you're not getting the sunlight, then an option for you is to use the X39. As you see me wearing here. It provides you that signal for your body to say, snap into it. Now the X39 is the parent when it comes to the therapeutic effects, and the sibling is the X49. X49 drives the other peptide, which you see me wearing right here, which is the AHK. So it uses a different set of amino acids, or a different combination. So you have to be diligent to make sure that you're fueling your body with the things that it needs. Minerals, the water, amino acids. Simple. I like simple things. And then when you trigger the body to respond by way of training it, like I do with the vibration plate, I like to make sure I hit failure, with the bands that I'm using. Hitting failure means the muscle can't move. You can't press it any which direction. And when you reach that failure, that's when you're creating the micro tears inside the muscle, which then will take the stem cells, amino acids, peptides, the combination, and the water, blend them all together to make them stronger. And when they're stronger, then you feel better. And when you feel better, you live well, you live longer, and you live young. Simple. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, to teach you, the listener. Like I said, I like to keep things simple. Good health should not be complicated, but the industry is making it complicated because they want you to be confused so that way they can benefit financially from you, from your indecisiveness or lack of discernment. But life doesn't have to be that complicated, especially your health. A lot of people, they will sacrifice that first because they think, gotta have money to drive your vehicle or pay for your phone or your devices or all your toys, whatever they are. But without your health and longevity, you can't enjoy those things. And speaking about health and longevity, I took my blood pressure this morning, and you can see what the result is there. So my systolic pressure, 172. Diastolic, 74. My pulse was 47 when I took it this morning. So, am I still reaping the benefits of making good choices? You bet. You bet. And knowing about all the terminology, the biohacking world, and the different peptides and the hormone therapy, do we all need to have that? You should be asking yourself the question, why is your body stopping to produce proper hormones and so forth? What's causing it? What's interrupting that process? Is it because you've been accumulating things inside your body that maybe you shouldn't have? That's interfering with that process? It's no I would say mystery that things that exist today didn't exist 50 years ago. Why is that? Well, it's choices that industry leaders make, thinking, they want to make something on a profitable. What's the bottom line? Because it's just, things could be better. And I think there are going to be better. And we just have to trust the process and who's leading it. Because I think there is a desire to make things better. And it's up to us as a collective to make that happen. So, without further ado, let's get on with today's workout. I've prepared the section here, so I've got and do push exercises today. So you see on the list, I've got a start dead hang and then lower chest crossovers, chest press, upper chest press, flies, tricep extensions, and stretched. So with those exercises, they're going to be the chest, you can only move so much, right? Because it's fibers that are across here. So try to get the sternum fibers. That will be the flies, and then the regular weights, and then the tricep extensions, both from a stretched and a non-stretched starting point. So that way the muscle gets worked from both angles. And I did kind of that yesterday, so feeling good today. I slept okay. Probably want to sleep a little better, but I think tonight I'll be tired. So with that, I will set the metronome here, waiting for it to beep. So I'm going to set it at 144 today. Try that number. And so I'm going to show you the heart rate monitor here. This is the one I use, the Scotia Rhythm Plus. So there it is. That's good. And let's begin the 9-minute warm-up. Set the tempo. let's begin. So beside me, to my left, you can see that I have the exercise ball, and I will be using that today for the push exercises. So something slightly different. higher. Ouch. Keep hitting myself with the rope. So I will do the dead bar hang last today. So, first exercise is going to be lower chest crossovers. So, essentially I'm going to press down like a dip, but instead flex across the wrists at the bottom. All while maintaining a position on the vibration plate. I think somewhere here, as usual. Yeah, about there, I think. So, that's 2 minutes. My heart rate has recovered nicely. I'm going to change the tempo to 60 to help with counting. Now, setting the vibration plate for 3 minutes. I think there's a little bit of imbalance in the concrete. That's why it's bouncing the way it is. Yeah. So having the dual anchor point, bands pressing from the top, the ceiling, and also from the side, creates a tension from all different angles to target those lower fibers. All right. Whew. Next up is I'm going to switch to a medial exercise, which is going to be, I'm going to use the free weights for that today. And I'm going to combine it with the exercise ball. So I'm going to use kind of equivalent weight. So this was 16 plus 19 pounds per side. So at full stretch, I'm getting that guaranteed 30 pounds of resistance, or probably more, probably closer to 35. So for the upper chest, I'm going to use 30-pound weights here. Or this is for the medial, sorry, not for the upper. And what I'm going to do is actually incorporate the vibration, the exercise ball today. And the reason being is that it provides another different stimulus, or another unstable. So I can actually do it this way. I probably should. And then that way, yeah, like that. That's what I'm going to do from this angle. Yeah. I probably should do turn it this way, so that way kind of probably shouldn't lift it that way, but I am anyways. So sliding. There we go. Really does. This is kind of really different. You could do this on a Bosu ball if you wish. This got some glutes involved. I can feel them. Oh, wow. Feels good. Very good, actually. Forces stability as well. first time doing this exercise, or this variation, it's quite good. Definitely brings another element to the training with the vibration. Using the exercise ball, it provides a different amplitude because of the movement. So it's kind of like, it's almost like an exponential curve instead of linear amplitude. So it's a nice variable. Okay, so for this variation for the upper chest, now I'm going to create a little bit of an incline with the exercise ball, and the idea is to press up like this, so above the forehead, using the so by going in an angle like this, the idea is to press like that with the exercise ball. All right. Wow. Really unstable. So having the wall as part of this, the exercise ball, oh wow, oh, really, it's quite the amplitude. Wow. Whew. Very good for the upper chest. Okay. So, holding it isometrically, so working that negative, pressing the thumbs up at the top. Here you can see. Oh, wow. Oh. It really adds another element. It's very good. Oh. Wow, the amount of vibration this is, it's crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh. Wow. Not only is it amplitude going up like towards the ceiling, but it's going, because of the exercise ball behind me, it's moving my body forward and backwards as well. So it's kind of like almost a four-dimensional as opposed to just a two. Certainly it feels, when you have the vibration as part of this, part of that movement, wow, very good, really good, really good to get that upper chest. I'm surprised I never thought about this sooner. All right, next up is going to be flies. So that's what I'm going to focus solely with the bands. And yeah, I could do it. I wonder how it would feel with the exercise ball. To be honest, I'm kind of curious now how that would feel. So I'm going to incorporate this anchor point, the ankle straps, as part of this, because I might consider switching between the two positions, holding the strap in my hands. I don't know how high that is. Okay. Just a little bit higher. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to take this guy, put him back in the center, and kind of see where up there. Okay. So by taking the exercise ball again, oh, I just realized I need to change this. To make it easy to get on. And then go forward like that. Something like that. So here, and then so my thought first about anchoring them here is probably the good idea. All right. Actually, it's a good idea, but I prefer it actually being on the ground. I'm going to switch. My apologies for the delay. I changed my mind. So, yeah, okay. It's good. So by doing it this way, I stay more put, and I can get a better focus, isolation on the latter part of the chest fibers. So I have enough vibration still. I want to change the amplitude here. Now, it certainly feels different. If I want the larger amplitude, I have to stand. But then I lose the opportunity to isolate more. Which, here I'm doing a TKE version of this. It certainly feels different when I have it anchored at the elbows, taking the forearms out and do a few extra reps. Okay, good. Next up is facing towards. And what I'm going to do is, is take this bracket that's here. And this is going to go on the ceiling. I should try to make use of the other anchors that I have. Muster up a way to just use the door anchors up here on the ceiling. In addition to the okay. This is what I want to do. Okay. Yes. Just trying to decide what weight I'm going to use today. And I think I'm going to use the red bands on the ceiling. Should have grabbed the other one. Save time stepping up and down. All right, so So what I want to do is dual anchors. Like this. Yeah. There we go. That's what I want. Fell off. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Really stripling. Wow. Okay. So that was now I'm going to start from the stretched position, fully stretched. I wonder if this is going to be I'm going to have to change the bands here. Because those red ones at the top there is just a little on the much side. So what I'm going to do is attach green ones here. And what I'm going to do... So, by attaching these here, yeah, that's what I want. So now I have tension here at the fully extended, and I have to tighten the glutes and the hamstrings and the quads and the core to execute this movement. What I will do though, just slide this here. For a little extra support. Wow. Yeah. Feels very good. Wow. Oh. I should probably struggle more with the chest on the flies next week, so lift heavier. Wow, I can certainly feel the burn. Feels good. All right. The arms feel strong. Turn this metronome off. So, today's date stamp. March 26, 2026, or March 24, 2026. Just interesting. Starting time, 2:14 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So, maximum heart rate I hit today. Okay. 208. So, that's with setting the metronome tempo at 144 beats per minute. So you can see my recovery after the maximum heart rate. So obviously, you know, I'm not huffing and puffing like extremely, but I'm working the heart, make sure that it's functioning and able to deliver the blood. And because of that, I don't pass out or anything. I don't flatline on the concrete behind me. Only flatlining here. So, if you enjoyed today's episode, talk about biophotons and the workout after that, show a thumbs up, please. Click on the links. Spoil yourself. When I talk about spoiling yourself, I'm talking about with this. Power your body with the best. Click on the links in the description to find it. And start powering your body with the best. And live well, live long, and live, most importantly, young. See you tomorrow. Bye.